Hi creatives, heisapro is glad to have you back. This tutorial is a continuation of how to manipulate objects in CorelDRAW using the object title in the menu bar. So without further delay, let's get started. So we begin with combine. So you go to object, then select combine. When we combine two or more objects together, we have a single curve object with the same fill and outline. This is quite similar to weld, but the major difference is that the combined objects can still be separated into their individual objects. You can also press Ctrl L on your keyboard to combine objects together. The combined objects will take the properties of the reference object. Now, if you overlap the two objects, then combine them together, you would observe that the two objects are still present. We now move on to break apart. We start by combining the two objects together. Then you go to object, then select break curve apart. And this separates the combined objects into their individual objects. You can also press Ctrl K on your keyboard to separate the combined objects. The break apart feature can also be used to separate two objects that are welded together. So if we're to weld these two objects together, then press Ctrl K, this separates the two objects into their individual objects. But if we decide to overlap the two objects, then weld them together, it is now impossible to break them apart. This is a permanent action that can only be reversed by using Ctrl Z on your keyboard. We move on to other object shaping properties. So you go to object, shaping, then select front minus back. And this subtracts the front object from the back object. The object at the back is removed along with the overlapping area. It is important to note that the object drawn last will be regarded as the front object. Since the blue rectangle is the front object, if we were to select front minus back, it will remove the red rectangle together with the overlapping area. And it does not depend on which object is selected as the reference or target object. Let's move on to another object shaping property. So you go to object, shaping, and select back minus front. Here, the back object is subtracted from the front object. The object at the front is removed along with the overlapping area. And this effect is solely dependent on the back object. Let's now take a look at the final object shaping property. So you go to object, shaping, then select boundary. And this creates a new object that surrounds the selected object. So guys, that will be all for this tutorial. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.